again. We are here with the fifth session of our Unit 1. And our fifth session deals with the structure and organization of our mathematics, the core mathematics syllabus, the structure and organization of the core mathematics syllabus. But at the end of this session, you are supposed to be, or you should be able to distinguish between units and content. You should be able to explain what syllabus reference number is, that's the SRN. You should be able to explain teacher and learner activities suggested in the syllabus. So let's get the ball rolling. Let's get into it. Each year's work has been divided into unit topics for each year arranged in teaching sequence. So I'll explain further. Let's move on. There are 5 columns in the structure. The first one is units. Then the next column is specific objective. Column 3 is the content. Column 4 is the teaching and learning activity, that's the TLA. And column 5 is the evaluation. So column 1, that's the first column. Let's talk about the unit. This is the first column. That specifies the major topic for the academic year. Then we are saying that it is 2 digits. We normally write this one in 2 digits, and are used to indicate a particular topic. The first digit shows the year, while the second digit shows the sequential number of the. For example, unit 1.1 refers to the first unit of SHS 1. Then the 0.1, that's the second digit, shows the first one is unit 1. 0.1 is SHS 1 first unit. Let me put it that way. SHS 1 first unit. Then we have SHS 1 second unit. So the SHS 1 second unit will be 1.2. SHS 1 fifth unit will be 1.5. So that's how it is done. If you have something like 1.8, then it refers to the 8th topic of SHS 1. The 8th topic. If you have something like 2.5, that will be the 5th topic in the second year, SHS 2. That's 2.5. If you have something like 2.7, that will be the 7th topic in SHS 2. 3.1 will be the first topic in SHS 3. So that's how the arrangement is done. So specific objective, that's the second column. The example for the specific objective will be 1.1.1. So if I have 1.1.1, then I will say that it means that the 1.1 is the first specific objective for the first unit in the first year. This is what is referred to as the SRN, that's the syllabus reference number. If I have something like 1.1.4, that will be the 4th objective in the first unit of the first year. So the 1.1.4 means first year, first unit, and 4th objective, or 4th specific objective. Basically, that's how it is. So we follow some examples that we have there. Unit 1.8 has 5 specific objectives. So if unit 1.8 has 5 specific objectives, then that's going to be arranged in a way that we are going to have 1.8.1, 1.8.2, 1.8.3, 1.8.4, 1.8.5. So that's why I've written 1.8.1 to 1.8.5. So that's how the specific objectives are arranged. Then the specific objectives, yes, these specific objectives are stated in terms of the students. So we prioritize the students. So therefore we say what the students are able to do during and after instructions and learning in that particular unit. This means the instruction must be individualized as much as possible, such that the majority of the students will be able to master the objective of each unit of the syllabus. So when you take example of SR and 1.1.1, is the student will say that is the students that will be that at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to determine and write the number of subsets in a set. So that's one example of the specific objective. When it comes to the second year, there's one there. SRN 2.10.2. That's the 10th topic in the second year. Its second objective will be at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to state and use the circuit theory. So SRM provides an easy way for selecting objective for text construction and easy way for communicating among teachers and other educators. Therefore, when we are using the SRM, we can easily communicate as teachers to tell us, oh, here's where I am. The next teacher will understand where you are. Educators, superiors, you can be able to use the SRM and they can easily refer to the syllabus and know where you have gotten to. So that in your absence, somebody can easily continue from wherever the teacher has gotten to. Now when it comes to the third column, we say that's the content column. This content or this column shows the mathematical skills, procedures, concepts, and rules required in the teaching and learning of the specific objectives. So in content of, let's say, SR and 2.11.1, that's the tangent, sine, cosine of acute angles, while the content for SRN 3.1.2 is a construction of triangles and quadrilaterals. So they just give us the content, what we are supposed to do. Or you can say it is the core idea related to the unit. That's what I said. What we are supposed to do, the core idea that we are supposed to have in that particular unit. In the same case, the content presented is quite extensive. So teachers are expected to use their professional judgment in narrowing the content down to the core ideas and teach accordingly. The content can be extensive, so as a professional teacher, you need to know how to use your knowledge to help the student. Then we have TLM or TLA. With the TLA, it is the fourth column, and this fourth column is activities that is teacher learning or teaching learning activities. So what you are going to embark on that particular instructional period, that's where the fourth column lies in. The procedure, the rules, the concepts that you are going to use, the mathematical skills that you are going to use. Student questioning are as important as teacher questioning. So you need to allow the question that the students will be raising all these things for in the TLA. So avoid rote learning and drill-oriented methods. That's the mental kind of thing. Avoid it. Sorry. Begin each lesson with practical and interesting problem, and assist the student to use some of the ideas that they have learned in construction, in certain things that they are going to do construction. You need to assist them how to do the construction. Then furthermore, they can be able to do them on their own. Then the last column there is the evaluation. This is the fifth column, and it shows the suggestions and the exercises for evaluating the lessons of each unit. And the evaluation comes in the form of oral questioning, quizzes, class assignments, essays, project work that will challenge the student to apply their knowledge to issues and develop solutions. Develop other creative evaluation tasks to ensure the students have mastered the instructions given to them. So in this unit, basically we learn about the organization or the structure and organization of the core mathematics syllabus. We distinguish between the units and the content and explain what syllabus reference number is, and explain the teacher learning activities in the syllabus as well.